Hi there, welcome back to the XLMOTO garage, where today we're going to be talking about how to charge your battery. We'll be talking about what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and the types of battery chargers and batteries that you need to be able to charge your bike safely. Let's look at charging the battery on your bike. So for a start, you need to make sure that you have the correct charger. Motorcycles work on two different types of volts. You have a 6-volt battery or you have a 12-volt battery. So the first thing you want to ensure is that you know what your bike is. Is it 6-volt or 12-volt for the battery? Then you need to ensure that the charger that you're using is compatible for either 6 or 12, because you can't use a 12-volt with a 6-volt, and adversely you cannot use them the other way around either. Now this is a 12-volt battery, so we have a charger, and this particular charger has both 12 and 6, so you need to make sure that it's set to the correct one before you turn it on. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug the terminals into the charging cables first. Okay, so this particular charger both has a 12-volt and 6-volt, so you need to choose which voltage it is. So let's uncover the battery. First off, we're going to remove the seat. And then the same as previously, you need to ensure that you connect the red to the positive and the black to the negative. Now you should always do this without the charger plugged in. The last thing you want to do is have it plugged in and be messing around with charging cables close to the actual electrics themselves. So with it all unplugged, we're going to attach the positive onto the positive terminal, and then we will attach the negative onto the negative terminal. Okay, now they're both safely secure. The next stage will be to make sure that we have the correct voltage going through on our charger. So we'll plug that in. Okay, so now the charger's plugged in, we can see we have either 6-volt or 12-volt. By pressing the button, you can change between the two. This bike is 12-volt, so we'll leave that on 12-volt. We can now go ahead and plug in the battery charger. Now you want to do this in an open space, preferably with the door open on your garage, just in case there's anything wrong with the battery, so you give it plenty of ventilation. You also want to make sure there's no kids or dogs around that are going to upset or move any of the cables. And then we're going to leave that to charge for a little while. Okay, now there are various chargers available on the market. The first thing to know is you shouldn't really be using, unless it has a specific mode, a car charger, because a car charger is designed to put more power into the battery, and that can sometimes ruin your electrics. So you want to ensure that you have the correct charger, and the best one is to get a specific motorcycle charger. Now the next thing is you're also able to get a battery charger that will condition your battery as well. So sometimes if you're not going to use your bike for extended periods of time, you can plug it in, and basically once the battery is charged, it will then move on to a conditioning mode, and that will just keep your battery charged up if you don't use the bike very often. And finally, the easiest way of doing that, if you don't really wish to attach the clips, you can make a permanent connection, which usually comes with your charger. And in this case, you just attach the positive, the red, to the red on the battery, and the same with the negative. And then it has the fitment, which allows you to just plug it in if you're going to leave the battery for extended periods of time. Okay, when it comes to battery health, if you're taking the battery off your bike, you should always just check that the battery is not swollen in any way, because if the battery does look as if it's swollen, then the battery is probably no good. When it comes to replacing your battery technology has moved on quite a lot, so there are generally 4 different types of battery. The old style, which is the lead acid battery, where you have to fill the acid into the top of the battery and then put the circuit in, is the traditional style. Then you have AGM, which is a glass matte battery, and that is a sealed battery cell that means that none of the liquid can spill or come outside. Then you move on to a gel battery, And a gel battery is very similar to the glass mat battery, except it uses a gel. And the same thing, it's a sealed battery, so it doesn't matter which direction you move the battery, nothing's going to leak out from it. And finally, these days we have lithium batteries. And lithium batteries are super lightweight and usually used on custom bikes where space is at a premium and they come in a smaller package, but they provide an awful lot of power. So if you're concerned about which particular battery fits your bike, go to the XLMOTO website and you will probably see a number of options that are available for your particular bike. Okay, so now our battery is charging. If you have any questions, drop us a comment, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode at the XLMOTO Garage.